Good day everyone. Welcome to another edition of our mathematics presentation. Okay, the topic we are going to discuss today, following Gemdas rule. Let's now define the acronym Gemdas. What does Gemdas means? G represent groupings, symbols. E represent exponents, while AMD represent multiplication and division. ES represents addition and subtraction. That's why we have Gemdas. Grouping, symbols, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. So what does groupings that we are talking about? So when we talk of groupings, we are referring to parentheses, brackets, and braces. All the numbers being grouped made up of parentheses or brackets and braces are what we call the groupings. Let's take on the exponents. Now, in our example, we have also exponential number. Now, what are these exponential numbers? These are numbers which are having an exponent. Now, what this exponent represents? Exponent represents how many times the base is to be multiplied. So, if we have 5 to the power of 2 or 5 to the exponent of 2, this means that we are going to multiply 5 2 times because of the exponent 2. So if we multiply 5 times 5, the value will become 25. So if we are to ask what is the value of 5 to the second power or 5 to the exponent of 2, then the value will be 25. How did you get 25? By multiplying 5 times 5 because of the exponent 2. Meaning, we will multiply the base 2 times. Okay, another example, we have also 4 to the exponent of 3 or 4 to the power of 3. So, what does the exponent again represent? How many times the base is to be multiplied? What is the base? We have 4. So, we multiply 4 3 times. 4 times 4, we have 16. 16 times 4 will give us 64. So, the value of 4 to the third power is 64. Another example, we have 10 to the third power or 10 to the exponent of 3. So what is the value? So we simply multiply 10 times 10 times 10, meaning the exponent 3 represent how many times the base is to be multiplied. So we have 10 times 10, 100, and 100 times 10 will give us 1,000. So that's how to get the value of an exponential number. Okay, let's take on the Gemdas rule so that we can use this in solving or simplifying the expression that we have in our module, especially in our assessment. So we have rule number 1. So what does rule number 1 says? Simplify the operation inside the grouping symbols first. Grouping symbols are always done from the innermost set outward. So what does this rule mean? If we find out that we have groupings, what are those groupings? Those numbers or those operation which are inside parentheses, brackets or braces. So we call this grouping. So we will perform the operation inside this groupings. Okay, let's go rule number 2. Evaluate exponential expression. So, what do you mean by evaluate exponential expression? Meaning, you are to find first the value of the exponential number. Just like the example that I gave you, how to evaluate, how to find the value of an exponential number. That's what the rule says in rule number 2. So we will find first the value of the exponential number before proceeding into the next operation. Okay, so rule number 3. So rule number 3 will apply after performing rule number 1, rule number 2. So we will proceed to multiplication and division. Now in performing multiplication and division, it doesn't mean that we will perform multiplication because we have MD. No, the rule says perform multiplication and division in the order as they appear from left to right. Meaning, which operation comes first, whether it is multiplication or division. If division comes first, then we will perform division first. So, it depends upon what operation comes first. So, the rule number 3 should be applied correctly. Okay, let's go. Rule number 4. The same is true with rule number 4. Addition and subtraction in the order as they appear from left to right. Again, what does it mean? Meaning, what operation comes first will be performed. So, if subtraction comes first, then we will perform subtraction. If addition comes first, then we will perform addition. That's what the rule number 4 says. We have to perform addition and subtraction in the order as they appear from left to right. So, try to take note of this one. Do not perform addition first if the operation from left to right begin with subtraction. So, whichever, whether it is subtraction or addition, you have to follow the rule. Whichever comes first from left to right. Let's now evaluate the following expression. Let's apply the Gemdas rule. So, we have number 1 example taken from your module. Quantity 9 minus 2 plus quantity 3 the second power times 21. Now, rule number 1 says, perform the operation inside grouping first. So, we will perform 9 minus 2, we will have 7. Automatically, the parentheses will be removed as we have done the operation inside. So, let's go to the second groupings. We have 3 to the second power times 21. We could not perform the multiplication because the other number is an exponential number. So, we still need to find the value of that exponential number. So, again, what does 3 to the second power means? Meaning, we will multiply 3 2 times because of the exponent 2. So, the value of 3 to the second power will now become 9. So, we have 9 times 21 for the second groupings. So, we multiply 9 times 21, we will get 189. So, the remaining operation is 7 plus 189. So, we will add, we will have 196, which is now the value of the mathematical expression. Okay, let's solve another example. So, we have groupings. So, this involves parentheses and brace. So, we have 2 groupings. So, a parentheses groupings being enclosed by another symbol, which is the brace. So, this is the how to read this one. So, 7 plus nested parentheses 2 to the quantity 12 minus 5 plus 32 nested parentheses minus 18 divided by 3. So, why do we read it as nested parentheses? Because the groupings of parentheses is being enclosed also by another symbol, which is the brace. That's why we read it as 7 plus nested parentheses 2 to the quantity 12 minus 5 plus 32 nested parentheses minus 18 divided by 3. So, this is now the groupings. Again, applying rule number 1. So, we will perform the operation inside groupings beginning with the innermost pair. Meaning, we will start with the innermost. So, we have groupings in parentheses, which is 12 minus 5. So, we will perform 12 minus 5 will give us 7. So, we will not remove the parenthesis y because 2 after 2 does not contain any mathematical operation. So, in the absence of any mathematical operation, we will perform multiplication. So, the symbol groupings will now serve as multiplication sign. So, whether it is parentheses, braces, or brackets, if there is no mathematical operation in between the numbers outside the groupings, then we will perform multiplication. So, we will now perform multiplication 2 times 7 will give us 14. So, the remaining groupings is now the braces. We have 14 plus 32. So, we will perform because we still have the groupings. So, 14 plus 32 will give us 46. So, the remaining operation will now be 7 plus 46 minus 18 divided by 3. So, which operation shall we do first? So, we will first apply rule number 3, which is multiplication and division. Since there is no division, multiplication, so we will perform division first before addition. So, we have 18 divided by 3 will give us 6. So, what is the remaining operation? We have 7 plus 46 minus 6. So, we will apply rule number 4. What does the rule number 4 says? Perform addition and subtraction as they appear. So, whichever comes first. Addition comes first, so we will add. 7 plus 46 will give us 53. The remaining operation is 53 minus 6. So, subtracting the number, we have the result is 57. So, that's how we perform the mathematical expression finding its value by applying or observing the rule of Gemdas. Okay, let's solve exercises number 3. So we have 8 quantity 2 plus 5 divided by nested parentheses 25 minus quantity 7 times 3 nested parentheses. Again, we read nested parentheses because parentheses groupings is also enclosed by another groupings, which is the braces. That's why we call it nested, meaning it is enclosed by another symbol. Okay, let's go into the groupings. We will perform the operation inside groupings. So, we will perform first the other groupings. So, we have 2 plus 5 will give us 7. So, since there is no operation in between 8 to the other groupings, so it follows that we will perform the multiplication. Because in the absence of any mathematical operation, a number inside the parenthesis and the number outside the parenthesis will be multiplied. That is the rule. So, we go to the next grouping. The remaining grouping is 25 minus 21, which is inside the braces. So, we will perform 25 minus 21. Result is 4. So, again, we will multiply 8 to 7. We have 56. So, the remaining operation is 56 divided by 4. So, dividing 56 by 4, result is 14. So, this is now the value of the mathematical expression. Okay, let's do another example, still taken from your assessment. You have 6 plus quantity 2 times 7 plus 5 to the second power or 5 to the exponent of 2. So, we have groupings inside parentheses. Take note that inside the groupings we have the exponential number, which is 5 to the exponent of 2 or 5 to the power of 2. So, we will first find the value of the exponential number. So, 5 to the exponent of 2 means we will multiply 5 2 times. We have 5 times 5, so the value is 25. So, we were now able to get the value of the exponential number. So, we will proceed in performing the operation inside the parentheses. So, we have two operations. We have multiplication and addition. Of course, we will perform multiplication first because this is contained in rule number 3. So, we have to multiply 2 times 7 will give us 14. Remaining operation inside the parenthesis is 14 plus 25. So, we will perform 14 plus 25 will give us 39. So, remaining operation is 6 plus 39. So, we have result is 45. So, this is how we perform the mathematical expression finding its value, applying the rule of Gemdas.